Today's lesson is Lady Gaga. The Queen of Pop becomes a mental health advocate. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our program. I'm Roger.
And I'm Helen.
And today we're going to continue talking about Lady Gaga, who is now the undisputed queen of pop. You've probably heard her songs, and she's not just a singer, but she's a talented musician. She plays the piano, she can act, she can dance, she can do all sorts of stuff. And now she's becoming an advocate for mental health.
That's right. And there's a good reason why she has become an advocate for mental health. And that's because of the things that she has been through when she was growing up, even more recently when she became an adult. And so we're going to look at those aspects of Lady Gaga in today's lesson. We're going to go underneath the glitter, which is fame, fortune, and celebrity, and look at the person beneath or underneath all of that.
We certainly talked about her rise to fame when she was born in 1986 and showing an early talent, and now releasing a lot of hit songs and stuff like that. So let's see how she got from being a small child to where she is today. Let's listen to the first part of our lesson right now.
But there is a darker side to Lady Gaga's story. In high school, she was bullied for her looks and her dream of becoming a star. More recently, she has experienced mental and physical health issues resulting from being raped when she was 19. Her struggles to rise above these experiences led her to start the Born This Way Foundation, which is devoted to empowering youth, improving mental health awareness among teens, and preventing bullying.
大家好，第一部分我们看到单字 bully 这个字是动词，指霸凌、欺凌。例如 The big boy bullied the other kids on the playground. 那名高大的男孩霸凌游乐场上的其他小朋友，或是 Roger's mother punished him for bullying the little girl. Roger 的妈妈因为他欺负那个小女孩而处罚他。另外，这个字也可以当名词，意思是霸凌者。我们可以说 Jim stood up to the school's bully, and now the boy no longer bothers him. Jim 挺身反抗学校的霸凌者，现在那个男孩再也没有来烦他了。接着，我们看到一个动词 rape。指强暴、强奸，像是 Jenny saved a girl who has been raped in the woods. Jenny 救了一名在森林里被强暴的女孩。再来，我们看到单字 empower， 这个字是动词，指赋予权利、授权。例如 The organization empowers individuals to start their own businesses. 那个机构让人有能力自己创业。或是The success of the self-made millionaire empowered thousands of other women. 那名白手起家的百万富翁的成功，给了其他上千万名女性力量。
So most of us know Lady Gaga as the famous celebrity, the singer, talented songwriter, but there is also a darker side to Lady Gaga's story, as it says here in the first sentence. In high school, she was bullied for her looks and her dream of becoming a star. So the problems began early. When she was in high school, she was already being bullied for her looks, that is her appearance, and also her aspirations. She wanted to become a star. She wanted to become a famous singer, perhaps. And she was being bullied for that. People were saying, you're never going to become famous. You don't have the talent and you don't have the looks to become famous. Just forget about it.
Yeah, maybe she had some features or something that celebrities don't usually have. So her peers in high school were making fun of her. You think you can be a star with a nose like that or with a chin like that? Forget it. And of course, here the word bully is being used as a verb, but it can also be a noun. I believe the Chinese word for this is just a transliteration of the English word bully, baling, which is the word in Chinese. I think that refers to both the act of bullying someone and being a bully. And of course, a bully is a person who treats other kids badly in school. It's usually something that kids do. I suppose adults could be bullies as well, but we tend to think of this as something that happens in school.
That's right. And almost everyone has experienced bullying in some form when they were growing up. So it doesn't happen to just some people. It happens to almost everyone. Now, she was bullied when she was in high school, but more recently, she has experienced mental and physical health issues resulting from being raped when she was 19. So before we talked about mental health relating to the mind, the health of the mind, trying to be happy and well-adjusted. And here we're talking about physical health, that is health related to the body. So more recently, after she had become an adult, Lady Gaga experienced both mental and physical health issues. Issue means a problem that needs to be addressed. So it's another word for problem. So Lady Gaga had physical health issues. And how did those issues come about? It's because when she was 19, she was raped.
Okay, and rape, of course, is forcing someone to have sex with you against their will. So that happened to her when she was 19, and that resulted in some mental health issues and physical health issues. Gee, I'm not surprised about that. So, of course, that influenced the rest of her life from that. And these are struggles that she had, or at least started when she was 19. So her struggles to rise above these experiences led her to start the Born This Way Foundation, which is devoted to empowering youth, improving mental health awareness among teens, and preventing bullying. So yes, she had these struggles with being bullied in school and being raped when she was 19. So those are certainly difficult struggles for anyone to deal with, but she decided to rise above them, okay? She did not let them control her. It's very understandable if you've had these things happen to you that you would probably have difficulty with the rest of your life. You'd probably have difficulty finding a job and stuff like that. But she said, no, I'm not going to become a victim. I'm going to rise above these problems.
Right. And to rise above means to deal successfully with a difficult situation. So a lot of poor people, for instance, try to rise above their poverty through education, through getting a good job as a way to change their lives, to rise above their past situation. So Lady Gaga struggled to rise above her experiences stemming from having been raped when she was younger. And the process of this struggle led her to start the Born This Way Foundation. Now, she probably named it Born This Way because of the album that she had made, which was called Born This Way. And a foundation is basically an organization that has a purpose. The purpose may be to help victims of rape or to help people who are in a particular situation to try to make their lives better. In this case, the Born This Way Foundation is devoted to empowering youth, improving mental health awareness among teens, and preventing bullying.
Yep, and here we've got the word devote as a verb, which means you're dedicated to something, you promise to do something for someone or something, and usually this is presented with the be verb and the preposition to be devoted to. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. You could say that to your lover if they're threatening to leave you at some point. But here, this particular foundation is devoted to empowering youth. Okay, so if you empower someone, that means you give them power to deal with their situation so they're not always victims.
Right. You allow youths to have more control of their own lives rather than having their lives be decided by their parents, their circumstances. So this foundation helps youths as well as teens who are dealing with bullying and mental health. So this foundation is very useful and it stems from Lady Gaga's personal experiences.
Yep, Yep, and good on her for doing this because she could have forgotten all about this stuff and enjoyed fame, but she remembers the bad things that happened to her, and she also realizes that bad things continue to happen to other people all the time. Maybe she can make a difference now that she's famous. So she did start this foundation and also to prevent bullying. Yes, your childhood is supposed to be a happy time. You're not supposed to be afraid to go to school because you're going to get bullied by people who also have mental problems, but that's a subject for another day. So let's bring the first part of our lesson to a close now and move on to the second. We'll listen first.
In recent years, these causes have gradually become Lady Gaga's main focus. The songs on her album Chromatica, released in May, center on healing and bravery and recognizing emotional pain but not letting it ruin your life. Alice, for instance, is about Lady Gaga's emotional struggles and her search for belonging, while in Stupid Love, she sings of remaining open to love even after heartbreak.
第二部分我们看到一个动词 ruin 指毁坏破坏像是 The rain ruined the library book so I had to pay a fine 雨水毁了那本图书馆的书所以我必须付一笔罚款或是 Kevin's bad mood ruined everyone's fun at the party Kevin 的坏心情破坏了派对上每个人的兴致另外这个字也可以当名词有以下两种意思第一指遗迹废墟做此意时常用复数形我们可以说 The city was once a major seat of power but now it's nothing more than ruins 这个城市曾经是主要的权力中心但如今只不过是个废墟第二指破产做此意时为不可数像是 The company will come to ruin if sales don't pick up soon 若销售再没有起色该公司将会面临破产再补充一个相关片语 in ruins 表示失败成了废墟无用之物举例来说 After we lost all of the computer data our project was in ruins 在遗失所有的电脑档案后我们的企划也毁了最后我们看到单字 heartbreak 这个字是名词指伤心心碎例如 Sally's heartbreak was caused by her boyfriend Sally 的难过是她男朋友造成的另外在这个字的字尾加上 ing 就成了形容词 heartbreaking 指令人心碎的像是 Watching the poor child on television who had lost his mother was heartbreaking 看到电视上可怜的孩子失去了妈妈非常令人心碎
And welcome back. So we're talking about Lady Gaga and her advocacy for mental health. Now, in recent years, these causes have gradually become Lady Gaga's main focus. So she has begun to spend more time and energy in focusing on these particular issues. The songs on her album, Chromatica, released in May, center on healing and bravery and recognizing emotional pain, but not letting it ruin your life.
Right. So in this sentence, we've got the word cause here. Cause could be why something started. Like, what was the cause of the fire? Well, somebody put out their cigarette on the floor, for example, and that caused the fire. But here a cause is something different. It usually refers to charity, helping out people who have difficulty helping themselves. So these causes have become her main focus in recent years. Now that she's pretty comfortable with her fame, she can start focusing or concentrating on these causes, which again, the main cause is the Born This Way Foundation, among other charities and causes. Now, the songs on her album Chromatica, released in May, center on healing and bravery and recognizing emotional pain, but not letting it ruin your life. So to center on here just means to focus on something. It's the main thing that she's talking about.
Right. And to recognize emotional pain means to accept that you have this kind of pain, emotional pain, which is related to your feelings as opposed to having mental problems related to your mind or physical problems related to your body. Here we're talking about your feelings, your emotions. So according to Lady Gaga, it's important to recognize to admit that you have emotional pain because that is the first step in dealing with it. If you don't admit that you have these problems, then you can't deal with it. And if that happens, then it could end up ruining your life, meaning it can destroy your life.
Yeah, people probably have emotional pain all the time, but they deny having it. They think there's something wrong with them or something. It's not someone else's fault. So you recognize it. You don't deny it. You recognize it. And you recognize that you have this emotional pain, and then you decide not to let it destroy or ruin your life. Ruin here just means to wreck, destroy, to break it, etc., etc. Now, Alice, for instance, that's the title of a song, Alice, is about Lady Gaga's emotional struggles and her search for belonging. While in Stupid Love, she sings of remaining open to love even after heartbreak. So, first of all, let's talk about the song Alice here. Again, it's about her emotional struggles, which she had as a result of being raped and being bullied. And also, she has this feelings or this need to search for belonging. Belonging means you feel like you belong to a group of friends, that you have friends, that you're not an outsider, that you don't belong there. I struggled with this when I was in high school because I was pretty shy, so I didn't feel like I belonged there. I felt like an outsider.
Right, and the song Stupid Love talks about being open to love even after heartbreak. So a lot of us, if we have been in a bad romance and we felt like our heart was broken by our boyfriend or girlfriend, then we might say to ourselves, I'm never going to fall in love again. I'm going to close my heart to any other chances of love. I just don't want to deal with it. But she, in this song, Stupid Love, tries to talk about the possibility of remaining open to love because love is always good to have in your life and you should never give up on it just because you've had a few bad experiences.
Yep, one bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch. Yes, you broke up, you lost the girl, or you lost the boy. Hey, there are still plenty of fish in the ocean. Move on and be optimistic. Okay, that brings us to the end of the second part of our lesson for today. Let's now move on to the third part and listen first.
Lady Gaga notes that leaving behind Stefani Germanotta and hiding behind the mask of Lady Gaga gave her the wings to fly. And, as one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, she has made it her mission to reach out to others and let them know that they too can survive their struggles and achieve their dreams.
Now, Lady Gaga notes that leaving behind Stefani Germanotta and hiding behind the mask of Lady Gaga gave her the wings to fly. So Lady Gaga has looked back on her life and has tried to analyze it and make some sense of it. And she realizes that changing her name is almost a way of leaving her former life behind, of changing her identity. And in fact, the name Lady Gaga isn't really a common name. It's more of a title, and Gaga doesn't really have a specific meaning. So for her, as it says here, Lady Gaga functions more or less like a mask. It's something that she can hide her real identity, Stefani Germanotta, behind. So hiding behind Lady Gaga gave her the wings to fly. She had no inhibitions. She was able to become a singer and explore her creativity, her talents.
Right, so yes, she's not necessarily hiding behind that mask. It actually gave her wings to fly, and now she can deal with all sorts of problems. And as one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, she has made it her mission, her goal, to reach out to others and let them know that they too can survive their struggles and achieve their dreams. So yes, because, or as she is one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, because she is such a popular person, she is such a well-known singer, she has therefore made it her mission, her goal, to reach out to those other people that might be suffering just like she did when she was a kid. And they too can survive those struggles and achieve their dreams, no matter how small or no matter how big they are. Just like the old song goes, this is my quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far.
I couldn't have said it or sung it better. And it's true. Sometimes when we have dreams and we have something specific that we want to achieve, it really helps to have a role model, somebody that we look up to that we think is talented, there as a reminder that we too can achieve those dreams, that it's not beyond our reach. We just have to believe in ourselves, we have to work hard, and we have to close ourselves off to haters, to people who are constantly trying to tell us we can't make it. Maybe they're just jealous.
Yeah, that's a whole other subject there, the subject of bullying and stuff like that, which we should probably cover in another lesson. But indeed, this is very inspirational that Lady Gaga has not forgotten where she came from, and she knows there are still people out there suffering like she did, and they probably won't become big pop singers themselves, but still, they deserve a chance to reach their dreams, to achieve their dreams sometime in the future. Okay, that brings us to the end of our explanation for today. Here comes our Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文最后一句写道 She has made it her mission to reach out to others and let them know that they, too, can survive their struggles and achieve their dreams. 好，这边有两个重点。首先，动词 make 在这边它是表达使变得、使成为。那么句型 make 加受词加受词补语是表达说使某人或某事物成为什么，变得怎么样。好，那么受词补语呢，可以用名词或形容词用来对这个受词做补充说明。我们来造两个例句。Listening to music makes me happy. 听音乐让我变得快乐。我们这时候用受词补语，就是用形容词 happy 去修饰这个受词 me。好，再造个例句。The singer's second album made her a superstar. 那位歌手的第二张专辑使他成为一位超级巨星。那这时候句子里面受词补语就是用名词 a superstar。好，那么特别注意，如果你的受词是不定词，也就是 to 加原形动词的时候，我们不能把它写作 make 不定词加受词补语哦。这时候会改用这个虚受词 it 来代替受词的位置，然后把真正的受词，也就是不定词移到句尾，那么句型就会变成 make it 加受词补语再加不定词。好，同样的句型当中这个受词补语你是可以用形容词或是名词来表达，就像课文写到说 She has made it her mission to reach out 什么什么，这边用 it 是虚受词，那么真正的受词是后面的不定词片语 to reach out 什么什么，然后它的受词补语是用名词 her mission， 这样就可以表达说使这个不定词片语所描述的内容成为它的使命。好，那我们同样来造两个例句哦。第一个These goggles make it easier to see underwater. 这副眼镜使得在水中更容易看得清楚。那这边的 to see underwater 其实是真正的受词。那这边的受词补语我们用形容词 easier 去描述说 to see underwater 这个动作。好，第二个例句She makes it a habit to exercise 3 times a week. 她养成一周运动3次的习惯。这时候我们的受词补语是用名词 a habit 去说明这个一周运动3次，把它变成一个习惯。好，那么另外要介绍的重点是 reach out to somebody 的不同意思。reach out 原本是指伸出手，那么 reach out to somebody 在课文里面表示向某人伸出援手，提供某人支持协助。不过它还可以表达其他不同的意思。第一个，它可以表达跟某人交流、沟通，或者是联系某人。例如 Aaron reached out to his old friends to see if they'd be interested in investing in his startup. Aaron 联系老朋友，看看他们是否有兴趣去投资他的新创公司。好，第二个 reach out to somebody 可以表达试图引起某人的注意或是兴趣，像是 the candidates reaching out to young voters， 那位候选人设法要得到年轻选民的关注。好，那么以上今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Bully. Kevin used to bully other students until he decided to change his behavior and be a nicer person. Physical. The accident meant that Iris was in constant physical pain. Issue. Brian's teacher says that his constant lateness is becoming an issue. Devote. Max decided to work less and devote more time to his family. Recognize. Tom recognizes that he is not perfect. Emotional. Hank's wife is a great source of emotional support for him. Ruin. The strike by airline staff ruined our vacation plans.
Discussion Starter starts now!
It's now time for our discussion starter for today, and let me ask this question to you, Helen. Do you think Lady Gaga is a good role model for young people?
I don't think she should be considered a role model because one time she came out in public dressed in cuts of meat, and I think that's very cruel, and people should not consider that to be fashion.
Pretty weird, yeah. It kind of encourages people to kill animals. But I think she's a good role model because she has not forgotten where she came from, and she wants to deal with rape and bullying, and that problem, unfortunately, is still widespread in our society today. Well, that brings us to the end of another edition of our program, and please make sure you join us again next time. From all of us here, I am Roger.
I'm Helen.
See you next time.